Hey guys, what's up? Football as well. So, in this video, I want to talk about some personal revelations that I've had recently um, to hopefully help you guys on your journey. So, recently, I took some psychedelics. Uh, they're these legal ones called Road Trip, and I got the Stardust ones. So, it's like a legal proprietary blend of like legal shrooms basically. And I'd had them before, but it's been a while. And I was kind of like at a point in my life where I was having like my own low, and I really felt like I kind of just needed some guidance. So I took some and I had a lot of revelations on that. But the one in particular that I want to be focusing on in this video is, you know how like when people say that they work with like different deities or spiritual beings, but they're also like still spiritual and they believe in the law of oneness. Um, I'm someone that was kind of like arrogant and tried doing it all on my own. And on at one point on my trip, I got to the point where I just surrendered, and I started getting these videos on my TikTok during the trip about like Jesus, and all these signs of Jesus started popping up. And I kind of remembered back when I was a little kid when I was more religious, and I did used to connect with Jesus more, and I connected with Jesus again, and that energy just helped me so much. And um yeah, it helped so much. Like, I'm just being honest. And also just connecting with that godly energy, but like a certain kind of godly energy. The best way I can describe it is that old gold, that old golden light medieval castle type biblical godly energy. Kind of like similar to like the Odyssey or like Tartaria. That godly energy and the Jesus from that timeline really helped me. And over the trip, I was all over the place. I was like, what if I'm wrong? Like, what if the multiverse isn't real? What if it really is all just spirits casting an illusion? I was like really contemplating going back to like Christianity, like it was that powerful, like Jesus's energy. But then throughout the trip, I started to realize that I started feeling like I was Jesus. And then it hit me. When you pray to Jesus, like say Jesus really resonates with you, and you feel like that energy wash over you, you feel that healing, you almost kind of feel like you are invoking him, right? Your vessel becomes a channel of him. And because I was on shrooms, it was intensified, meaning I started literally like doing Reiki on myself. Like I started massaging myself. I never do that. And my posture started changing, being more kingly. And long story short, over the course of the whole trip, towards the end, I started to realize that the way that Jesus can be around so many people at the same time, the way that the archangels can, the way that the deities can, and even demons, the way that they can all be around so many people at the same time is because it's actually a stream of consciousness, meaning that it's different beings that have that frequency unlocked. And I started like really allowing Jesus to show me that I am him because we're all one, right? and I really started connect. I really had like a light bulb moment where I was like, I real like I you know how like I said I was starting to like rethink my entire experience. I was like, should I go Christian again? But then I was like, no. I was like, we are still all one. The multiverse is real, and Jesus showed me how. Like he actually like helped confirm that even more once I let him and I surrendered. And he basically showed me that I am him, or I at least contain that frequency within me. And basically, say like say you become like a Jesus vessel, you basically go up to that frequency, and like you're on that frequency to where like you are kind of in tune with that collective, which is how um like say a friend of mine was praying to Jesus and I was in my own Jesus energy, I could literally tap into my own collective Jesus energy and then like tap into the memories of the version of Jesus that was with him as if I was that Jesus, because that's how it works. It's a stream of consciousness, right? um and that's pretty like enlightening for me, because like I've heard this before, right? Like I've heard that we're all one. Like I've heard the whole thing about how we're all one, and like there's different archetypes, and like you kind of like pull those archetypes into you. But like looking at it this way really helped me understand. So I hope that like I'm able to put it into words to where you guys can understand better, because it's kind of like um something. Or I'm just gonna, before I get on that, I'm just gonna say something else that I realized too is that different energies, like different deities and spiritual beings, may work better for activating certain people based on their soul energy. So like Jesus helped mine for whatever reason because of my soul, right? My soul was a good match for that. Whereas like some people, if you imagine like Krishna coming to you like in the same way that people imagine Jesus coming to them, maybe for some people thinking of Krishna will feel more powerful and healing to them than thinking of Jesus. Maybe some people thinking of Lucifer will, you know, help them more. Maybe some people thinking of Hecate will help more. Maybe some people thinking of like the Greek gods. You get what I'm saying? For whatever reason, that Christos, Lumerian, Christ energy helped me. But just because it helped me doesn't mean that I still can't tap into some of these other energies. It's just that one seems to be the most physically activating for me. And like my third eye started opening. I started getting like actual visuals, and I have kind of like a light form of um I forget what it's called, but it's like the thing where like you struggle to visualize. Like Tesla had it. I struggle to visualize. Like like it's went down. Like the older I got, like I've really struggled to visualize in my mind's eye. So that was huge. And yeah. So basically, just think of it like the reason I'm making this video is to basically tell those of you that do believe in like the law of one, you do believe in the higher dimensions, you believe in the multiverse. I'm just making this as a reminder to you guys. Just because you believe in that stuff doesn't mean that you still can't work with like the Jesus and God energies of Christianity and Catholicism, especially if you make it your own versions, because it's very powerful energy. I mean, think about it. Like these people use that, the people that did use those energies and misconstrue them in a negative, controlling, manipulating way, it worked, right? Like they were using that energy to manipulate people. So it makes sense that there's a positive side of that energy too, and that it would be very powerful. So, in other words, just because you're spiritual and like awakened, don't be scared to still work with Jesus. Don't be scared to still work with the biblical energies, because there's a lot of power in that, especially for a lot of souls that are like me, like a lot of my soul family. And if you're watching this, you could probably be my soul family. So yeah, and also just again remember that, say you pray to Jesus or Buddha or Krishna or whoever it is you want, you start to feel their energy through you and it heals you, right? Surrender, start praying again, or at least start considering the process of praying again, like that feeling, that release. Do that. That's number one. That'd be my number one for you guys. And two would be like, when you feel comfortable, try exploring the idea that when you are in that state where you're praying, then try reminding yourself that we're all connected, we're all one. And like, imagine that energy coming into you. Like, watch, I'll do it right now with Jesus. So like, I just think of how Jesus is a spirit that's always around. He's always around all of us, right? So forgiving, so full, like, 'cause he is a really powerful energy, even in astral. And then I realized that I am him, which is why I can feel him. The reason why I can feel him is because I am him. That is going within. When you pray to Jesus, when you pray and work with these other beings, that is going within. Because we're all one. So, and then really kind of play with that. And like, again, if you're on psychedelics, it's really trippy. Like, it's really more intense because it's easier to get around the ego. And you'll still be you. Like, it's not like, I want to clarify in this case with like the Jesus example, it's not like I'm like letting Jesus enter my body and being possessed. It's more so that I'm allowing the Jesus frequency to kind of come down, pick up my soul, bring my soul up to there, so that I become my own Christ self, meaning that I become a Jesus, I become a Christ, but I'm still unique, like I'm still me. You know what I'm saying? It's different from possession. Possession would be like if I did like let him take over my body, which that's not what I'm talking about, just to clarify for you guys. So think of it like you're still you no matter what. Like, it's still your soul, but you're just like, you're tuning the station on a radio, or you're flipping the channel on a TV, right? But you're still you, and you still have all your awareness. Unless, be careful, because if you start trying to do this with the wrong beings that are legit there to feed on your energy, to tempt you, either with lust, doubt, and other forms of like pleasure, like temptations, like dopamine, like doom scrolling on TikTok, those beings are not good for you. Like, that's not good. That's where they start like leaking into your energy and subconscious, and that's not good. So practice with the holy energies. Look into the ascended masters. Find the ascended master that works best for you. Reconnect with the God energy, even the whole Christian story. Just do what you got to do. Like, that's what I'm here to say, is like, don't be scared to still work with Christian and Catholicism energies. It's very powerful still. And I still like Middle Eastern stuff too, like or I mean Indian stuff, like India. Like Hinduism. So yeah, with that all being said, hope that helped you guys kind of understand this more, because again, like, I've heard this all before many times, that like we're all one, and that oh, like when you work with this being, you're kind of like pulling them in, but like I never actually like understood it in a conscious way like that. So I hope like me kind of having that trip and putting it into words helps you guys so that you don't have to have that happen and you can just get to work, right now. So yeah, much love. Thank you guys for listening. Peace out.